So United are in hot pursuit for a new transfer. The Gyökeres situation looks like it's going to be complicated or problematic. And the only one that seems like United have made any kind of inroads or at least inquiries into is Hugo Ekitike, right? And I think I said it right that time, but don't guarantee that I'll say it right again going forward. So I'm going to do a quick scout report highlighting why United might be into him and maybe what he could bring if we were going to sign him. Does that sound all right with you lot? Let's get into it. Now, let's get this out of the way. £85 million, 100 million euros. I'm not interested, right? So that being by the by, that might be Frankfurt just saying, set our stall out really high, and then when we sit to negotiate, we can do whatever. Now, United have expressed an interest in exploring a deal, but those conditions, they're unrealistic, I think, at best. And if that was the price that was available to us, I would look elsewhere. I think you can absolutely find someone of equal or better quality than him for a lot less. That being said, let's look at how specifically Hugo Ekitike might fit at Manchester United. Now, signing him could be beneficial given his age. I guess it depends on your outlook. If we're signing another unproven striker for such a high fee, my gut instinct is telling me that I don't really want to do that. Adaptation to the Premier League is not guaranteed, especially after what was a mixed spell at PSG, and we know that the Bundesliga exchange rate is not a good one. And when you compare him to alternatives like Victor Gyökeres, Osimhen, I think his versatility maybe suits Amorim a touch better. Certainly now Gyökeres has stated his preference to join Arsenal, even though Arsenal aren't overly keen on him. He would likely be one of the strikers that I think would suit Ruben Amorim's 3-4-3. His ability to drop deep, to link play, to make runs in behind, I think absolutely complements what Amorim is trying to do. And especially with, if you get Mbeumo and you've got Cunha as two players that would look to slingshot ahead of him, I could see that being quite a decent fit. I think what Amorim wants, and you know, purely attacking contributions especially, Ekitike's 15 goals is not exactly mind-blowing, but his overall attacking contributions have really boosted Frankfurt. When you look at his FB-ref, you see some seriously good numbers when it comes to touches in the penalty area, progressive passes both played and received, take-ons, progressive carries, the amount of passes that he attempts, the shot-creating actions, his assists and expected assists, the shots he manages to get off. There's so much to his game that's good. He's also got a decent set of numbers when it comes to both presses and interceptions and that sort of stuff as well. If you ever landed in a new country and your phone is silent, no bars, no maps, no clue where you're going, well done. You've just entered airplane mode forever. And that's where Sailor comes in. It's the sponsor of today's video and it's your new travel MVP. Sailor is super simple. It's a budget-friendly eSIM app that keeps you connected the second that you land. There's no SIM cards, there's no roaming charges, there's no cutting about the airport trying to sort Wi-Fi out. Just fast, reliable mobile data in over 200 countries. And if you've never used an eSIM before, don't worry. It is easier than ordering a coffee at the airport. Download the Sailor app, pick a data plan that fits your trip, activate it in minutes, if not seconds, to be honest with you. There's no shipping, there's no hardware, there's nowhere that I put that little pin thing to get the SIM card tray out. None of that. If you've got a weekend getaway, you got a digital nomad tour, you got bouncing between different countries, then Sailor's got you covered and it's seamless data wherever you are. And if your phone doesn't support an eSIM, they'll let you know up front and you'll get a full refund. Absolutely no dramas. And if you're new here, you get 15% off your first plan with the code Howson. That is HOWSON at checkout. Just visit sailor.com/Howson and get the discount. So if you've got travel on your mind, or even if you've just saved a flight alert, get the Sailor app right now. Stay connected, skip the chaos, and travel like you've done it before. Thanks to Sailor for sponsoring today's video and for making travel a hell of a lot smoother. His game's quite complete. He is the focal point of the Frankfurt attack. He is a spearhead that United could utilise. He creates chances. He gets involved in every single aspect of the forward play. He had 44 chance creations last season. He executed 52 successful dribbles. He's genuinely an all-rounder. His pressing quite often leads to shots. more than quite a lot of forwards. So you can understand why he would be someone that United are looking to, but he is unproven. And if you watch him play, even if you just watch his highlights, you can see how involved he is and the influence that he has on those around him. At United, you could easily see him bringing in Ahmad or Cunha or Mbeumo if you manage to get him, or even Bruno. And he's a big lad, supposedly 6'3". He's got pace, he's got strength, he is an imposing striker. And given United's recent struggles, you understand the requirements, the desire to invest in a young, versatile striker that seems like he fits the squad rebuild. The problem is, United have seemingly gone from a lot of like just past it strikers and a lot of not quite ready strikers. United almost need to sign someone who's like undeniably at their peak. But who is that? It's probably Gyökeres, isn't it? Once again, it highlights Ineos's preference for young, not necessarily proven options. Players that can bring both positives and negatives, and players that have still got potential to fill. But I think for the money that's being touted, you want the proven real deal, because United can't really afford potential at the moment. And the fee, I don't think, gives you any breathing room. The benefit of bringing in young players should be that they are relatively low-cost options with a high upside. When you drop £85 million, €100 million on a striker, it could even be worse than the Højlund deal if it didn't work out. For that price, this deal can't happen. I don't think it can literally happen without sales, but it can't happen from an optics point of view. I'm not sure he's there yet. I think somebody big will grab him. If it's not us, it could be Liverpool, it could be Chelsea, it could be another European side. I think he's a talented player, but I think for them, if it was 30 million less, I'd be sitting here going, do you know what? It's probably worth a punt. But at £85 million, you need Gyökeres numbers, and you need people to be salivating, and you need people to be like, yes, that's the final piece of the jigsaw. Not like he'd fit. Yeah, he looks all right. Needs to be undeniable. And unfortunately, I don't think Ekitike is undeniable. I think he is more potential than proven. But let me know your thoughts. I'll see you in the next one. Laters. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.